Hey guys, quick video about lever guns and why you should have one in your safe. The first and most important reason for me to have one of these in my safe is that they're ambidextrous and ergonomic. You can hand this gun to anyone and they can fire it and reload it without any troubles. It's a completely 100% ambidextrous firearm that you can fire and reload from the shoulder without ever taking your eyes off the target. That is great. They're also built in a way that people who are tall, short, big or small can handle this thing very easily because it's small, it's compact, it's lightweight, it's very easily handling. And that makes it very good for most of what this thing was designed for, which was for use on horseback and kind of close range hunting. These things just absolutely excel at that. And I know they've lost a lot of their prestige over the past 20-30 years, and a lot of that's because, number one, the AR and AK platform are just so available now, and they're so cheap to plink that firearms like this just don't see the range time they used to. And the other thing is that bolt action rifles have just gotten so much better for the money that oftentimes it's easier to go with a bolt action rifle for hunting. You can buy a very accurate bolt action rifle for $300 to $400 nowadays. At least they're going to be way more accurate than a lever gun. So, for hunting, you tend to see more people who have gone to bolt action over the 20-30 years because of that just increase in technology. Next, of course, I think is kind of a heritage thing. I think these guns are something you should teach your children how to use. They're something that kids can start out with, that are something they can handle and use. And they're great for beginners too. These are, let's just put it this way. If you put this gun into the hands of someone who's never fired a gun before, odds are they're gonna know how to use it because they've seen it on TV a million times. This is a beginner-proof gun. Everybody's seen this action. Everybody's seen it on TV. Their entire life growing up, these things are just ingrained in our society. So I think you hand these things to someone, they're not going to be as intimidated as if you hand someone an AR, an AK, even a bolt action rifle. People always assume bolt action rifles are going to, kick the hell out of them. People don't get that impression from this. This looks like a small, handy gun, and you can get rid of a lot of that initial apprehension about shooting when you have these. And because they are so small, these are great rifles for teenagers to start hunting with and to target practice with, because they're just that perfect size for them. So it is a great gun. Let's not also forget the collectability. A lot of the Winchester 94s, especially the pre-1964 ones, are very collectible. They have a lot of value to them. And they're very desirable, so it's another good reason to have one in the safe, especially, if you are investing in an older one. And lastly, these things just, firepower-wise, are excellent. You're talking 6-7 rounds in a tube, depending on how big your barrel is, and one in the chamber. You can have 7, maybe 8 rounds in them. And for use in kind of a home defense situation, that's pretty handy, especially if you don't have to worry about over penetration in your home. It's a gun you can just grab and go, and you don't need to worry about a magazine to put into it or any other accessories. It's just simple, and that's why you should have one in your safe. These things, have also withstood the test of time. They've been around, over 100 years. The design is just time tested and reliable, and odds are, if you have this and have a lever gun, it's something you can pass down to your kids.